Good morning, everybody. MC's Everything Outdoors here. Just wanted to make a little video here. I know some of the videos on the channel are shorts, and they involve my sidekick, a little fisherman and hunter there. But this is an important rig on the farm here. We live on 50 acres, and we burn a lot of wood. All the wood you see back here was brought up out of our own woods with this Kubota. And I bought this Kubota 2 years ago. It's a 2501 and a little 3-cylinder diesel. Gets the job done. I ordered it special with the mid-range tires on here. These particular rubber is, I think it's called an R14 tire. And they haven't let me down yet. I was going to get the Bar Ag tires, but these ones seem to hold up pretty well. Let me see. This Kubota here has 152 hours on it, and that's in about 2 years time, 2 summers worth, and a little bit in the winter. And so far it's been a good rig. It does blow a little smoke when you start it up, and I had a couple small hiccups in the beginning, but it's been a pretty good tractor, and I'm impressed that the battery lasted 2 years. So does get some pretty heavy use. And if you want a unit for under 40 grand, this would be the one, I think. I had a BX before that, and it was a little too small for my liking. But I have every implement known to man for it. And this is my log rig right here. So this is, bought this apparatus on Amazon. It's just a 3-point tow hitch, category 1. It was a little narrow because it was originally for the BX, so I welded it and extended it a little bit. And I wouldn't go without this category 1 quick hitch right here. And the reason I say category 1 is because most of them are cat 2, and you don't want that. You want a category 1 because everything for this tractor and smaller are category 1 implements. There's no reason to have a category 2 implement or quick disconnect, because you're always going to be having slack inside the unit, and you're going to need adapters, which makes no sense. This was worth its weight in gold, and I've used it every single day. You can quick disconnect everything: the bush hog, the auger, the back blade, the box blade. I have all that stuff, and so far it's been beautiful. So what I did with this 3-point quick hitch right here is, as you can see, it attaches to this quickly without any fuss. But I kept the hitch on the bottom. I also have a D-ring for this set up, and I use this because I can attach the log splitter and pick it up easily. But when I'm towing logs out of the woods, I welded these arms on, and then I put this this hook on here, which fits 2 different chain sizes easily. And I can drop down, strap the log with this log coupling that I also purchased on Amazon, and that was very cheap. Hasn't let me down yet. I pulled vehicles out of mud, a small barn off the frame with this chain. This is a very heavy-duty, high-strength chain, and it's been great. I have broke almost every other chain I've ever had, as you can see, and this one just seems to hold up to the job. I'll see if I can put a link in the description for that chain, for this 3-point hitch, and also for this quick disconnect. But so far they've been amazing. And with this, I can drop down, pick a log up, lift it up, and then skid it out of the woods easily without getting it too muddy and getting caught on things. The reason I keep the hitch on here is because if I have to back up a little bit, I can drop the 3-point and use the end of this hitch on the log and push back instead of the log getting rammed under the tractor. And that happens quite a bit because some of the trails out on our acreage are quite tight. So, we might have to get something that fits through the woods and fits through the trails, and this seems to do the job. Another addition I made and put on was this saw haul. There's a guy online that makes these, and wouldn't go without it. I collect chainsaws. I have 75 of them right now, I think, and every one of them fit in this perfectly. Some of them, however, stick up a little high because they're massive. But I just have the old MS-250 on here, and this saw right here I've had for 14 years, and I've had to do a little bit of work to it, but she fires up every time. It's a good little saw for cutting small things like this and getting them out of the woods. Well, that saw haul is a lifesaver. I had to do a little additional changes to that to get it to fit. I bolted it down to where the toolbox used to go. And then the saw haul bracket is the same as it used to be. I believe it also comes with clamps you're supposed to use. You're supposed to lock them on the front loader, which I'm not a big fan of. I like to keep my saw back here out of the way, out of brush, and it's perfect. So even at this angle, you can slide it right back out easily and do your thing. I did upgrade the saw haul holder right there, the sheath, to a harder plastic one. The other one kind of wore out quick. And I have 3 of these saw hauls. One on each tractor, and I have one on my Ranger, which helps bring a saw safely out into the woods and wherever else you're going, rather than keeping it between your legs. So the tractor's been good. Pretty much a lower line Kubota 2501. It's got some cheap features that I'm not 100% too crazy about. One of them being this particular lever right here, which engages the rear PTO. As you can see, I think it was made out of twist ties and recycled aluminum foil. It's not the best, so I don't know if they make an upgrade for that or not, but I've had to fix it 11 times already. And it's a good unit. I did have this, let's see, front hydraulic unit put on here, and it has 2 buttons here called the third function valve, which operate the front end unit. So if I can take the bucket off and I can stick on anything that involves hydraulics and use that. And the best tool on the farm, besides the tractor and the chainsaw, are definitely, without a doubt, this grapple. And this grapple is nothing special, let me tell you. I think I paid $1,200 for it years ago. It's made by a chintzy company called Mihandra, and it is a lifesaver. This thing will pick up any boulder you can fit in there. I've picked up 4-wheelers. I've crunched down furniture into small little bitty sizes. The lockdown power of the jaws on this are just unbelievable. I've had to replace the hydraulic hoses twice because they do get beat up in the brush. I can go up to a 10-foot pile of brush with this unit, grab it from the top and pick it directly up and not have to pick a single stick up after. It makes life easy, and I wouldn't go without this this adapter right here. I believe they call it a root grapple. I'm not too sure. But either way, the implement is just unbelievable. I don't even think they make these Mihandras anymore, but I still would probably get the same one if I had to do it again. Keep it greased and keep it maintained. I don't keep any of my implements or my tractor or any of my tools in the rain, and that's why they last, and that's why they still look decent. The rain ruins everything. So if you do have to keep it in the rain, keep it up off the ground on a pallet or a skid, and then cover it, because 2 rainstorms and a little bit of snow and every single one of your nuts and bolts rusts. So everything stays in the barn. I've got a nice 60-foot gambrel roof barn there, and then this is the other project we've been working on right here. That is going to be my toy shop. So I've got my mechanic shop, toy shop with a lift in there. That's a 40 by 50, and I'll do a video of that when it's done. As you can see over here, we've got some massive. You can see over here, we got some massive pieces of white oak, and I believe those are about as heavy as the tractor, and I yanked those up with the Kubota as well. So like I was saying before, that is a 20 by 35. This is a 40 by 50 that I connected. We're still kind of in progress of finishing the inside and some of the outside of this barn, but that's going to be the toy barn. I'm going to put a lift in there. It's got a concrete floor, and there's my shop, and then there's my storage barn across the street, which we just put a roof on and kind of brought that barn back to life. So like I said, I wouldn't go without this Mihandra implement. It's been pretty sweet. And let me see what else I can say about this unit here. Trying to think if there's anything else. I did have the tires loaded with calcium, and it made a world of difference. If you're going to do any kind of work with your tractor, then don't hesitate to get your back tires filled. This would lift the tires off the ground even with a light load, so having the tires filled was an excellent idea. It just keeps the unit planted. Anyone that has one of these knows that that the tire width is very narrow, the stance, and they do tip quite easily. Keep the roll cage up, don't drop it. I have kids, and I let them drive this, and it doesn't make me nervous as long as they keep that roll cage up. They know what they're doing. They've been driving for a long time. So the unit itself is an awesome rig, starts every time. I just keep it maintained, keep the fluids changed, oil changed, and maintenance on it. And maybe I'll get some videos of this thing in action, because I've pulled logs out that were the size of the tractor with this, with no hesitation. All right, I think that's enough for today. Any questions, leave them in the comments, and see how I feel about answering them. Have a good one.